What's up, guys? Miticus here, the coach for the Boston Beedrills. Welcome to the UBC. The UBC is, I think it stands for the United Battle Championship. I'm going to hope that's what it stands for. And I was invited to this league by Adam, the Bee's Knees. And this is week 1. We're going to face against Coach, I believe it's ICEolate is how it's pronounced. And he is the coach of the Tampa Zygarde 10's. As you can see on the screen in front of you, the team that I brought, I felt pretty decent about. We have Galvantula, Tapu Bulu, Heatran, it's going to be Mega Gyarados right there, Frostlass, and Kamala. While he's going to bring his Mega Medicham, Weavile, Fortress, Nidoqueen, which is a pretty big issue for us, Aromatisse, and Gudra. So, should be an interesting match. I'm going to go through it really quick because I don't have a lot of time to record. So, we are just going to go through it very, very quickly here. I'm going to lead with Galvantula. Right here, I think, okay, I can either Volt Switch for damage or I can get my webs up. He sends out Aromatisse. And I'm going to be honest, I'm not 100% familiar with Aromatisse, so I'm not sure what he's got in the pipeline. I know it's going to be a support mon. I know it's not going to be like an attacker or anything like that. So I know it's going to be a defensive support, and so I just decided to get a little damage off of him. I know he's going to be a Wish supporter, more than likely. So I just get a little bit of damage off, and I go into something that is going to be a little bit better against this thing. He does Mirror Coat, which is a huge deal, because if I would have used my webs right there, it really would have ensured me just to lose automatically, in my opinion. I did have Kamala to get the webs out of there, but it just would have put a lot of pressure on me to get Kamala out there quicker, and I'm just really glad with the play that I made there. So we do Volt Switch, takes about 26% from that. Going to Heatran, and think, okay, Flash Cannon right here. If he stays in, it doesn't. Actually, I get my Stealth Rocks up because I know that he's not going to stay in. He has too many switches for Heatran, Gudra being one of them. So I do get some free rocks up there, which is pretty nice. And I'm going to go ahead and get out of there and go into my Kamala, and probably just U-turn out, I think is what I do. Earthquake does a lot, though. I didn't actually expect the Earthquake to do that much damage, which is kind of unfortunate. Obviously, Kamala doesn't have any longevity as far as re-healing himself. I am using Assault Vest. That's why I kind of went to Kamala. I thought, okay, Earth something. I didn't think he was going to use a ground move. I'm sorry. I just thought that, you know, whether it be like Muddy Water or whatever, Kamala would eat that up with the Assault Vest. He goes and has switches out, and I believe I'll switch out as well. Actually, I'll go for the Play Rough. So that's kind of interesting. You know, because I figure Gudra's going to be an Assault Vest. Play Rough should do a tremendous amount of damage, and thinking back now, probably wasn't the best move, simply because if Kamala would have taken another Earthquake, he has Fortress out. He brought Fortress, so if Kamala goes down, I'm going to get Hazard stacked, and that's just not going to be very good for me. So I probably should have just switched out and U-turned there, but I didn't, and it kind of worked out. I guess I got a little bit of damage off on his Fortress, down to 79%. So, remember Heatran, Rapid Spin, the rocks are gone. He's going to switch out Fortress here, I would assume. I think that's how it went. Probably back into Gudra, yeah. Lava Plume here is going to do 6%, doesn't do nothing, but we did get the burn. Those Earthquakes are going to hurt just a little bit less now. Going to the Gyarados here. Dragon tells me gets the crit. Not a huge deal, 19%. But I do get Kamala back out here, and he knows that I have to play rough now. Sludge Wave doesn't do hardly anything to me. Going to U-turn out. I thought he was going to switch again. Stayed in. Play rough would have got rid of the Leviathan right then and there. Now going to Frostlass, which isn't a huge deal. It's not a huge deal. He lets his Leviathan stay in. He does take an Ice Beam, a crit Ice Beam nonetheless. Which is kind of crazy that the Gudra is that specially defensive that he takes a crit stab Ice Beam from Frostlass. I mean, it really just did, what, 42% or something? So that's kind of crazy. And does a tremendous amount of damage back to me. Frostlass is now at, 26%. That's pretty terrible. I'll go ahead and switch out. I need this thing for later. Heatran is definitely going to be able to switch here. Rocks go up. Not a huge deal. I do have Kamala still at pretty decent health. So Earth Power, and now we should be able to just Flash Cannon, right? I'm not sure what he thought there. Maybe the rocks were going to go up. I guess that's what he probably thought. Okay, so this thing is going to start putting immediate pressure on my team. Mega Medicham is such a scary mon to go against, especially when you have to switch out. And obviously with Heatran doesn't want to take any fighting moves whatsoever. So we're going to have to switch out, go into Frostlass, go down to 1%. And guys, that right there is really, really make it or break it for that turn. So pretty intense. He subs, which I'm like, oh crap. He knows that Frostlass can't do nothing really to Mega Medicham. He's going to sub and be protected. He's going to get 2 free hits off, more than likely. But I do have a trick up my sleeve. A Destiny Bond. And then he Poison Jabs. And that, guys, was... that was, in my opinion, that was the best way it could have went down. Frostlass for Mega Medicham. We're 5-3 right now. We're at 5-3. So that's pretty good. He sends out Nidoqueen, which I kind of realize at this point is an issue. It really is an issue. Because Galvantula is not going to take an Earth Power. Tapu Bulu is not going to take a Sludge Wave. Heatran is not going to take an Earth Power. Kamala, I don't have anything for Kamala to hit him with. So I really realized Nidoqueen is a huge issue for me. Grassy's Heritage goes up. I switch out into Kamala. No, I switch out to Gyarados and take a Poison Jab that does a tremendous amount of damage, even after that Intimidate. So that's really unfortunate. At this point, I'm just like, okay, I need to get damage off on Fortress. Do 61%, or I'm sorry, I take him down to 61%. He heals back up to 74 after leftovers and grassy terrain. Dragon Dance, just hoping to get a decent amount of damage off on this attack. Maybe a crit, something to get rid of this Fortress. The Toxic's going to put a timer on my Gyarados' life. Gyro-Ball takes me out, and Fortress is down to 48%. I'm sorry, 54% after his 2 recoveries. Heatran is able to knock this thing out with a Lava Plume though, and we are at a 4-2 stance here. It's just not looking good for us though, especially now that we've seen the Nidoqueen as a offensive instead, especially offensive set. Kamala's not going to be able to hold much against it. And go into the Kamala, 37%. Takes the Earthquake, goes down. It's really unfortunate. Galvantula here is just going to go... so I'll go for the webs here because I think if I get rid of the Nidoqueen, if I'm able to get rid of the Nidoqueen, Weavile comes in and takes an instant decrease to his speed, possibly allowing me to do big damage with him with Heatran if he's carrying low kick. So Heatran will outspeed him. I believe is how I calculate it. Heatran will outspeed him and be able to kill him with the Lava Plume if he's trying to go for the low kick. Eventually goes down, and honestly, I'm gonna be honest, Nidoqueen just takes out the remaining of my mons. So Poison Jab destroys me. And then Heatran comes out, and I believe an Earthquake will take me down to like 8%, 2%, and the Lava Plume only does about 40% to him, 50%. And that will be the game. So, really great game to coach ICEolate and the Tampa Zygarde 10's. We walk out of here with a 2-0 loss. His information will be in the description below. And be sure to check out his side of the battle. And guys, that will be it for the UBC's week 1. Unfortunately, we weren't able to pick up the win, but you know, it was a good battle. It was a good battle. So guys, I will check y'all out next week. Make sure you are looking at the battles for the APA and the UPC as well, 2 of the leagues that we are in, and we'll see you in the next battle. Also, one quick mention, make sure you're checking out the cage lock that me and Panther are doing. I will try to put that in the description below as well, but if I don't, just go to my channel. There's a playlist there, and check that out. It is a great cage lock. We're having a lot of fun with it. It's on Sun and Moon, so guys, go and check that out. I'll see y'all guys later. Peace.